Hello, veterans. It's George Christos for Veterans Information Channel. Got some good news going on here today. I was reading my current issue of the VFW magazine. Great organization, lots of good information every month in the VFW magazine. So, here's the good news. These are articles that are in the magazine this month, December 2019. And there's been a couple things that are happening here recently. Student loan forgiveness. Any veteran that is 100% service-connected disabled and they have a student loan, the student loan will be forgiven. They need to contact the VA or contact the VFW for further information. The DAV or the VVA, the Veterans Vietnam Veterans of America. So student loan forgiveness and commissary access. Any veteran who's receiving compensation from 0 to 90 in the past could not go to a commissary on a military base. So now any veteran that is rated for compensation due to a disability from service connection, they can, I guess they would have to contact the VA and the local facility to get information on how they go about that. What I know about that is that basically once you have the proper paperwork, you'll have to go to a local military installation and get a military ID so you can get on and off military bases all across the country and even overseas. So that's a great benefit for anybody receiving veterans benefits. There's also a new National Cemetery database that you can access. If there's 3.7 million veterans buried in national cemeteries across the country, and if you're looking for a friend, a loved one, you can get this. You can go online to www.vlm.cem.va.gov. So that's vlm.cem.va.gov. That's for the Veterans Legacy Memorial Project. There's a lot of things going on for documenting veterans' experiences, especially veterans in combat. Most recently, there's been a project for Vietnam veterans to maybe write a little story or some a couple paragraphs about their experience in the military, and those are being entered into the Library of Congress, along with Joe Galloway. If you're not familiar with who Joe Galloway is, Joe Galloway is still alive, lives in North Carolina. He was recently down here in Naples, Florida, and he was here for the Veterans Day, November 11th, 2019, for a pinning ceremony. And so he pinned a lot of Vietnam veterans with the 50 for the commemorative button for 50 years since the Vietnam War. And then they also gave out challenge coins, a Joe Galloway challenge coin to memorialize the event. But he also filmed a handful of veterans who had combat experience in Vietnam. And these were 2-hour sessions. And they're going to be entered into the Library of Congress. It'll be about a year, though. The videos have been made all across the country, but they have to be processed. They're not going to be edited. That's what I was told. So I actually met with Joe Galloway after the pinning ceremony back the end of November, and spent 2 hours being videotaped, telling him about my experience in Dong Hoi, a nice place in North Vietnam. The Guns of Dung Hoi. You should Google that. Famous, all part of Operation Sea Dragon. So enough of that rambling on. I just wanted to let people know that, you know, by if you're a veteran and you don't belong to any veterans organization, it's a good idea to join at least one, so you can keep up to date with, because you might be missing out on some benefits, or you might have friends or relatives that don't know about their benefits. Because when I go to the VA clinics here in Florida and the hospitals, I run into veterans all the time that they've never been told what benefits they may have, you know. And so it's not just about, you know, saving money or anything. It's about saving lives, because healthcare is everything. So it all boils down to getting taken care of, whether it's you, your spouse, your family. Veterans, you know, only 1% of the population that serve in the military. So we got to take care of each other. So please subscribe to my channel, Veterans Information Channel, and pass it on to other people. You know, you could repost us on Instagram and Facebook, and just get the word out. And I will be, as often as I can, when new information comes up or anything that's, you know, especially I read all these magazines, the VFW, the VVA, and the DAV. Sorry. So yeah. So Commissary Access, the National Cemetery Database, and student loan forgiveness. That's all new stuff this year. So please pass that on. This is George Christos for the Veterans Information Channel. Until next time, stay safe, hug a veteran.